From Marine Le Pen in France, we move over to Donald Trump in the United States. Report recently came out that Trump is questioning the viability of AFRICOM. Now, AFRICOM is the Pentagon's arm that focuses on Africa. It's Africa Command. So it's the arm of the Pentagon that focuses on Africa. You know that since Trump came into office 2 or 3 months ago, on January 20th, Donald Trump has focused on one of the things that has been important to him is cutting cost of governance. So that's one of the reasons they have Doge. That's one of the reasons that they shut down USAID. They stopped funding for it. They even stopped funding several media outlets. A lot of things that Donald Trump has done has been on cutting costs. Now, these are rumors, but these are rumors that the media has reported on, but I'm yet to hear Trump himself speak about it. But rumors are that Trump and his administration, one of the ways they're thinking of cutting costs is with Africa Command. They're asking, what is the United States national interest in Africa? Why does United States have to have the Africa Command? It's cost a lot of money to pay all these officials, to run all these military bases. So what he's thinking of doing, per the reports in the media, what Donald Trump and his administration are thinking of doing now is to merge Africa Command with Europe Command, and it's going to be headquartered in Germany. Now, the head of Africa Command, I'll put his name on the screen. I can't remember, and I don't remember it now, but I'll put his name on the screen. So the head of Africa Command was in the Senate. He had a Senate hearing yesterday. I believe it was either yesterday or the day before yesterday. And the things they're questioning about it is the purpose of Africa Command. How does it benefit United States? All these questions to know, does this thing make sense or not? I have not seen clips from that. I have not been able to get the access to that recording. I don't know if the hearing actually happened, but it was supposed to happen either yesterday. Today is Saturday, so either yesterday or the day before it was supposed to happen. Now let me just tell you what I think about Donald Trump likely shutting down Africa Command. I'm all for it. It couldn't even happen anytime sooner. I'm all for it. And not just shutting down Africa Command. Reduce the military bases in Africa. Even remove every military base in Africa. I'm all for it. So this clearly is because one of the things that Trump is trying to do is, other than cut costs, he also wants to focus on the Asia Pacific because of China. Because in his mind, the biggest competitor to the United States when it comes to geopolitics and global affairs is China. That's one of the reasons he's saying, even before he became president the second time, he has always said, let's not antagonize Russia. That doesn't make any sense. Let us work with Russia so that we and Russia can be a strong force against China. But now Joe Biden had other plans, and Joe Biden successfully antagonized the Russians and pushed Russia and China together. So at this point, I don't think there's anything that the United States can ever do for the Russians to work with them against the Chinese. But that's by the way. Let's come back to Africa Command. So I'm excited about this development. I am. There are things that Trump has done so far these few months in office that I am so excited about. And there's some other things that I don't like. For example, I'm so excited about the fact that he put an end to USAID. I'm so excited that he stopped funding for the National Endowment for Democracy. I mean, I'm so excited about it, right? But I don't like the fact that he's trying to ethnically cleanse Gaza and remove the population from Gaza and throw them in different African countries like Sudan and Egypt and Somalia and Somaliland. We discussed this in previous episodes. You can go and find it. So anyway, the bottom line is, if Donald Trump successfully dissolves Africa Command, hereby merging it with Europe Command, right? Meaning that America's attention in Africa is going to be reduced. How is that not a good thing? Because I'm not saying that they're completely going to look away from Africa. No, I'm not saying that, because when it comes to foreign policy, one of the things that is clearly stated about the State Department's relationship with Africa is to ensure that Africa's resources get into the global market. That's it. It's clearly stated on the State Department website. And one of the people who pushed this what's this man's name that passed away? Is it 2023? I've forgotten his name. Kissinger, Henry Kissinger, he is the father of that. Do you understand? So I'm not saying that the United States is going to completely look away from Africa or Africa's resources. I'm not saying that. But the fact, if they close Africa Command, it means that Africa is not going to have top priority for the next 4 years. Africa is not going to be, there's no branch, right, of the Pentagon that their job is to focus on Africa. And that's amazing. That is a good thing. And who knows, this can even serve as a groundwork, a solid groundwork for shutting down some military bases in Africa. I'm not saying US is going to shut down every single military base in Africa. I don't think that's going to happen. But the more I look at the way Trump is moving, the more I think that there's a possibility that Trump is going to close down maybe some military bases in Africa. See, the one in Somalia is likely to stay there because they need it for Israel. Do you understand? They need it for Israel. But some other military, maybe like that one in Ghana, it's not a full military base, but it's acting like military base, it's not military base. That one in Ghana is likely going to, if I'm thinking, they may shut that one down. But this is me speculating here. But the most important thing I want to announce is that Trump is beginning to question the necessity of having an Africa Command. And I agree with him. There's no need for having Africa Command. It seems to me that the world is realizing, particularly Washington, is realizing that it's no longer a unipolar world. That world is long gone. Go and watch my video that I had, the conversation I had with S.L. Kathan when we discussed the multipolar world. It's very, very insightful. So please go and watch that video. But like I was saying, Washington has finally, it has dawned on Washington that this is no longer a unipolar world where they could do anything and get away with it. So now they are beginning to focus on areas that matter the most, where they are playing spheres of influence. That's why I told you before that that's the reason why Donald Trump is focusing on, you say, Greenland, Panama, Canada, that area. Do you understand? In fact, they want a special envoy from Vladimir Putin was in Washington. I think he's even still in Washington when I'm recording this video. He's still in Washington. So this is United States talking to Russia like, all right, now we agree, we realize that you're a great power. So let's see how we can discuss so that I don't disturb you in your turf, you don't disturb me in my turf. So Africa Command may be shutting down. Nothing could be better. I don't think there's a better news, honestly. Africa Command could be shutting down because Donald Trump is questioning it. And I hope that with the shutting down of Africa Command, although they say it's merging with Europe Command, it's how we heard initially. USAID is suspended for just a few months. Then USAID will just lay down a few workers. Then USAID will be, bottom line, USAID is gone. So this is what I think that these are just moves for Trump to completely shut down Africa Command. When they merge it with Europe, they will definitely lay off, they will definitely shed weight, maybe some unnecessary bureaucrats that jobs are not necessary, they can fire some people, but they are going to shed weight. When they shed weight, meaning that they do not have even a lot of staff to focus on all of Europe and all of Africa. Meaning that Africa is no longer priority when it comes to Pentagon, right? Military, maybe soft power, yes, with propaganda and all of that. But Africa is, these are rumors, but if the rumors are true, Africa is not going to have such a priority in Donald Trump's administration. So AFRICOM can be closing down, and I'm all here for it. Let me know what you think about these rumors that Africa Command could be shut down and merged with Euro Command. Let me know what you think about that in the comment section below. As usual, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and share this video with your family, your friends, everybody, so that we can amplify Africa's voice on a global scale. And if you want to support the work that I'm doing here, please feel free to use the Buy Me a Coffee link now in the description, and it's also on the screen. Thank you so much.